Ever since KJ came out, it's been the victim of one thing: theft. Exploiters have been stealing KJ assets and trying to put them together to make their own KJ games for the longest time. People think it's okay to steal because of certain circumstances, and some think that it's not okay. I think it's obvious as to what I'm getting at here, but let me briefly explain how KJ works and how it influences people. KJ is obtained by becoming the top donator of the month or the top donator of all time. The leaderboard refreshes often, which means there's no way to really cheat your way into holding onto KJ for a long time. Players think that you can just donate 1,000 Robux when the leaderboard resets and keep KJ until you leave that server. Unfortunately, this doesn't work, because it would be a widely known method to use KJ for dirt cheap if it did. To truly hold on to KJ for a long time, you have to donate at least a 6-digit sum of Robux. This is a sum of Robux that the vast majority of people, and I'm talking like 99% of players, don't and will never have. You see what I mean now? It's actually a very simple concept. This thing is too expensive, so someone is going to try to steal it for themselves, or steal it and become Robin Hood by distributing it or making their own thing with it. And then there's people that want to profit off of other people's desires, such as TSB players wanting KJ but not being able to afford it. The perfect business opportunity. For the past 5 months, exploiters have been stopping at nothing to get their hands on KJ. But how do they do it? Before I explain, I just want to say that I am not encouraging, and I do not encourage anyone to go and exploit in Roblox games. You're just going to get some hidden crypto miner or virus the second you download anything. Downloading hacks is basically just speedrunning your accounts and information being stolen. Do not exploit. A widely heard claim was that exploiters needed to be in the same game as a KJ user, and that's how they were able to steal the assets. They would use whatever program they have that finds Roblox accounts and the servers they're in. I was even the target of this sort of thing a few times, and it is pretty annoying. I wanted more info, and I was introduced to the person that was the perfect fit to explain basically everything: the developer that makes the scripts for KJ. Scriptors are one of the most important parts of Roblox games, and Roblox development in general. You can have all these nice looking assets for your game, but they need to be put together somehow. They don't just work on their own. That's where the scriptors come in. The owner of the Strongest Battlegrounds is a scriptor, and the main scriptor for the game. He takes all of the assets that the other developers created and puts them all together with multiple different scripts to form all of the game's functions, like the characters. The one character that he doesn't fully script for is KJ. This is where Catherine takes over. She's the main scripter for KJ, and the perfect person to explain how exploiters are actually stealing it. She explains how exploiters use this cheeky little thing called save instance. They insert code into a special thingy that has save instance capabilities, and then it goes through every storage area that the game has. She also said that most effects and assets are loaded onto the client. This is useful to keep the game as smooth and responsive as possible, as opposed to putting everything on the server, but it comes with the drawback of it being easier to steal stuff from with save instance. TLDR, there's a handy tool that you can use along with a piece of code that lets you steal things from Roblox games pretty easily, depending on how they store those certain things. That's not all though. There's still more stuff they need to steal to make everything complete, like animations. I asked the owner what he knew about this, and he showed me how people steal animations. It's so incredibly easy that a 2-year-old could do it. That's precisely why I'm not going to explain it, and I am not encouraging any attempts to go research how to do it. Once all of the assets are in hand, people start distributing them in various different ways. It could be through secret Discord servers, YouTube videos, and more. After someone acquires everything they want, they need to put it all together. Many scriptors have made their own KJ games, each with varying degrees of completeness, most of them being complete trash. Lots of them miss key effects, sound effects, music, etc. And tons of them don't even have working combat. This made one team of developers get the idea to create the ultimate stolen KJ game. They posted a ton of videos showcasing every KJ move from TSB, and they successfully pieced together almost every single stolen asset. All of the comments on the videos are pure unfiltered praise. I wish I didn't have to say this, but there's more. They have a Discord server where they post sneak peeks and updates about the progression of the game. They're treating it like a fully fledged Battlegrounds game, and as if it's their own creation. The Sneak Peeks channel is just full of stolen stuff that they successfully put together, including the entire emote system from TSB, along with a few stolen ones. There is one outlier though. I'm very unsure if this is custom made or not, but this seems to be a custom fourth move for KJ. This is the one original thing in this entire game, but that doesn't mean jack when 99.9% of everything else is stolen. The server is mostly filled with people that agree on the fact that KJ should be accessible to everybody, so there's not that many people to challenge what's actually going on. What about the real TSB developers? They're banned, of course. Apparently, TSB devs started banning people that were in this Discord server. One of the devs for this stolen KJ game goes on to say that
they are exterminating their only community.
Guys, never fear. I'm the good guy in this situation. The energy around this game just feels weird and disingenuous. They're obviously aware that there's something inherently wrong with the game and what they're doing, as they refer to some YouTubers as potential snitches if they knew about the game. All of this led up to the game's release, and they were really hyping it up. A lot. There were constant Discord server messages getting everyone all riled up, progress reports, you name it. This was going to be the KJ game to defeat all other KJ games. The game finally came out after many weeks of waiting, and it was a complete, unfiltered, unmitigated disaster. There were so many bugs and problems in this dumpster fire that it made Minecraft Bedrock Edition look more playable. Let's go through some of them. Knockback was broken on basically everything. M1 hitbox is broken, basically didn't work. Stun was broken so bad, and it affected things like blocking, where it could stay active even if you were being hit from behind. One singular attack broke most of the game if you just used it once, and there's definitely more I'm missing. It was a completely unplayable mess. The funniest part to me is that they claimed the game would have good combat and that it would be bug-free on release. Quite literally everything they said was wrong, and it turned out to be just as bad as every other free KJ game. This story isn't over just yet though. You see, you can't just go and steal stuff from a game with 7 billion visits without some consequences. If you can provide the proper proof that specific assets are yours, you can send a DMCA claim to a Roblox agent that will take down the game that's using your assets without your permission. This is what the Strongest Battlegrounds has been doing to these free KJ games for all of this time. And what do you know, the game that we've been talking about was content deleted. You might want to use that trick that you supposedly have up your sleeve about now. As for what I think about all of this, if you're playing a Roblox game that has plenty of other entertaining things to do and mess around with, you shouldn't steal this one cool thing that you can't use without forking over thousands of dollars worth of Robux. Yes, it's ridiculous, but you shouldn't steal it. This is the world if KJ wasn't free or affordable, and this is the world if it was. September could not come any sooner.